What is up, sports bettors? We have Heat Celtics Game 7, Miami pulling off a big upset in Game 6 as plus 350 underdogs to send this thing to 7 games back in Miami. So as a sports bettor, we're very excited, and what we're going to be going through is the best same-game parlays for today. So DraftKings actually has a promotion for NBA Same Game Parlays. You place a 3+ leg same-game parlay on the NBA, and if one leg loses, you get back a free bet. So the maximum you're allowed to bet for this promo is $10, but it's a very profitable promo. You place a same game parlay, you have one leg lose, you get your money back. So what you want to do is, first of all, you got to opt into this promo. But second of all, you want to look for profitable legs on DraftKings. So for example, I ended up taking Celtics minus 2.5 on the point spread because if we go to the point spread, you can see that would be the best price any sportsbook is giving you, right? Pinnacle Sportsbook, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, listed under this odds jam column, actually has Celtics minus 2.5 on the point spread as a heavy favorite, or slightly heavy favorite. It's juiced towards Celtics minus 2.5 at minus 115 odds, right? And we can get this in our same game parlay at minus 105 odds on DraftKings. So that seems like a pretty good leg to include. It's the exact same thing for over 195.5 points. Very low total in this game. I already actually bet the under. The under has come crashing down, but kind of working into a middle, I guess, with my over in this same game parlay. And then I'm on Jaylen Brown under 26.5 points. So this 3-leg same game parlay comes out to plus 650 odds. And one leg loses, we get our money back. And again, to maximize the value of these promos, you just want to be using Odds Jam, right, to compare the odds in the same game parlay to the odds on other sportsbooks, especially under this blue column, Pinnacle Sportsbook odds, real-time odds from Pinnacle Sportsbook, the sharpest sportsbook out there, right? The sharpest line out there. The true odds are most indicative from this blue column. So we're going to go ahead and lock it in, $10 to win $65 of profit, right? Plus 650 odds. Celtics minus 2.5, over 195.5, under 26.5 points for Jaylen Brown. So that is the first same game parlay I'm going to lock in. That's the only NBA same game parlay. FanDuel actually has, some promo for the MLB. Maybe we'll go through that tomorrow. Sportsbooks haven't posted MLB odds yet for Sunday, May 29th. So I'm going to skip over that. But there are 2 positive EV bets, 2 positive expected value, mathematically profitable NBA bets as well for tomorrow. So we'll lock those in. So the first one is, I'm going to want a lot of action on this game. So I think I already have a few bets on this game across different sports books. So if we go to FanDuel, I currently have Jimmy Butler over 1.5 made threes. The next bet I'm going to lock in is Celtics minus 2.5 on the point spread, on the first half point spread. So I still think the Celtics are going to win this series, get the job done. We can see they're minus 140, across most sports books, minus 146. Lines have been, drifting towards them. I believe in the first NBA video I made, they were like minus 130 on Pinnacle. Now they're up to minus 146. So lines continue to drift towards the Celtics. And minus 2.5 on the first half point spread. It looks like there's some value. Not a high EV percentage, but hey, a mathematically profitable bet is a mathematically profitable bet, right? Very tight market width, only 15 cents. The true odds are plus 113.7. We're able to get plus 116 on FanDuel. So going a bit degenerate here since the EV percentage isn't that high, but hey, gotta have bets on this game. So I'm going to try to bet 500 on it. FanDuel's like, yo, you've made too much money off us. We'll give you 86.20. And it's like, okay. So I'll lock this bet in. So our first bet is Celtics minus 2.5. And this is the first half spread. The EV percentage, which is the profit margin of your bet, quantified in dollars, is 1.5%. And we have 84.90. So 84.90. Is what we got down on this bet. And then we have one player prop as well for the games today. So 86.20 is actually how much we bet. And then the player prop bet is Jimmy Butler over 7.5 rebounds. Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook in the world, has this minus 136. So we're getting, minus 117 fair odds once you remove the juice. So pretty good value. I mean, decent value. Not going to say pretty good value. And Jimmy Butler over 7.5 rebounds. So let's lock this in as well. So Jimmy Butler over 7.5. And again, FanDuel's kind of interesting because you can actually bet Jimmy Butler over 7.5 rebounds in two different spots. Over 7.5 right here. And then there's also 8+ rebounds, which is the exact same thing as over 7.5 rebounds at -115. So what's interesting about this is these are actually the exact same bet, but the price on 8+ rebounds is slightly worse than, Jimmy Butler over 7.5 rebounds. So obviously I'm going to want to place my bet on over 7.5 rebounds. So I try to bet 500. FanDuel's like, yo, we're only giving you 114. You're too profitable. And it's like, okay, go ahead and lock that in. So then I want to add these bets to my bet tracker. So 86.90 on this bet. Boom. Green check mark shows up indicating I added this bet to my bet tracker. And then we have 114 on Jimmy Butler over 7.5 rebounds. I'm expecting a big game from Jimmy Butler. Should be exciting to watch. And this is Butler over 7.5 rebounds. So two bets. Again, pretty low EV percentage. Pretty low betting limits. 228 in total profit margin. That is, I believe, my third bet on FanDuel for today. So pretty exciting stuff. We got a mathematically profitable same game parlay for Game 7 of Heat Celtics on Sunday, May 29th. A lot of other promos. There's a live MLB profit boost. So what you can actually do is you can go over to MLB on OddsJam, and then you can go to, or you can go to betting tools. That's actually probably better. We can go back to the EV page. You can look at live and play. Maybe it doesn't look like there's anything available right now, but that's because I have basketball or baseball filtered out. So what I'm going to do is put baseball back in. I was just filtering. You can filter out sports books in your settings. You don't want to bet on soccer, filter it out. You don't, bet on Bet Rivers. You don't bet on BetMGM, whatever. You can filter it out. You don't bet on offshore books, filter them out, whatever. It doesn't matter, right? So I'm actually going to put Bet Online back in. I like Bet Online. So what we're going to do is then we're going to go back to the positive EV page. We'll refresh. Then we see some baseball plays come up. Some of them are live, and we'll look for one on DraftKings Sportsbook. None currently available. We'll refresh. None currently available on DraftKings. Nationals plus 1.5 on the run line. 1.36% EV. We have a 25% profit boost. So what we'll do is we'll head over here, and then we'll go to MLB, and then we'll go to the Nationals game, and it's already down to -110, right? So these lines move pretty quickly when you're betting live, but live betting can be very profitable. Look at all this movement. +100, -105. Oh my gosh, it's stressful. It's stressful betting live sometimes. So I'll try refreshing this one more time. We'll see if anything interesting pops up. And if not, I think we'll call it a day. So, NBA Same Game Parlay for today. We have, what do we got? We have, I won my Same Game Parlay from earlier today. Let's go. $10 to win $90 of profit. Celtics -2.5, over 195.5. Jaylen Brown under 26.5. Lost my soccer one. Dodgers bet still open. Losing streak, man. Brewers cashing for me. Twins cashing for me. So we'll see if anything pops up. Over 9.5 in the Rockies-Nationals game. Let's see if that's still available. Live betting is very tough, again, just because these odds can move quickly. So you have to move quickly. And let's lock this bet in, and let's see if they take it before the odds come crashing down. And it looks like it just moved to over 8.5 -140. So I doubt they place this bet, but we'll see. We have the worst team in baseball, the Baltimore Orioles, leading the Boston Red Sox as well. Not sure what's going on here. So I think we'll call this video here. Don't forget to take advantage of your NBA risk-free same game parlay on DraftKings. And again, thank you so much for your time.